Hey everybody, check it. Welcome back, and it's good to see you guys. I'm out here with Brady right now. Brady, been a prescriber since day one. Found the channel in February of 2020 when we were just getting it started, and finally came out here and did the mob tour with me today, and some other folks. What'd you think?
Awesome tour.
Yeah? Would you recommend it to your mom?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You would? Okay, see,
Yep.
That's how often I use the F-bomb on the tour. No, he's from Wisconsin. Seriously, you had a good time?
Oh hell, the best part of my trip out here. Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome, dude. Thanks so much for coming on, man, and doing the tour. Have a great day. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Rednesday, January 12th, and mob vlog. Red, we met. How are you doing today?
I got a little cold, but I'm okay.
You're feeling well. You had a little cold last week. You're feeling better though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, fantastic. It's good to have you with today again. Thanks for giving us your time today, Red.
No problem. No problem at all. I enjoy it.
Awesome.
As long as I can talk.
Of course. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. It's good to have you guys back. You guys are here. You're always here at 2 o'clock on Rednesday. Welcome. If you guys are just coming in, you've never found the channel before, and you're wondering what the hell are we talking about today? Bathhouses in Chicago. Chicago outfit. What does the mob have to do with bathhouses? Weren't all the bathhouses gay? You got all these questions going through your heads, but we're going to answer them today because that's what we do here at Mob Vlog. If you guys want to jump ahead and get right into the meat of things, you're not watching it live, just cue it ahead to about 5 minutes. That's how long it takes to say hello to our lovely audience, which I'm sorry, but we just can't not say hi to you guys. So, hey guys, James Roper, Street Stories, Anthony DiMartini, good to see you. Christopher Mims, Eric Epstein, how's it going, buddy? Camille Tapia, Timothy Foster, David Grimpy, great to see you, David. Mike Alexander, glad you're here. Mo, good to see you. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Trail Dusty, Frank Ferraro, Rocco, 4JK, Kissy Cat. What's going on? Everybody's here today. Even Red, look. Hello, Mo. Hello, Red. Bam Ingram, good to see you. James Marvin, hello. Be happy. JW, guys, be sure to hit the like button if you're just coming in. Smash it. Get it out there into the YouTube algorithm. Jim Magnifici, Ricky Delta, Catherine Guerrero. And by the way, Red, if you want to put anybody's name up there on the screen, feel free to. Red is now basically a co-host on the show. He can put things up, take things down. Red can even take me off this thing.
How do you do it again?
See, that's the problem though.
Well,
You just click on the comment. Yeah, you just click on the comment. Luminous Grin, good to see you. Chain Weaver, Carl Schellenzig. Carl Schellenzig hopes that you're feeling better, Red.
I can.
Migzag Jan, hey, got my coffee with Colada cup discovered. You got it this week? Hey, if you don't have the Wake the Fuck cup, go ahead and get the Wake the Fuck Up cup. All right. It's down there below the video. You guys can buy one. It's got an awesome picture of old Frank too on the back of it. It's pretty cool. Carl Foster, good to see you. Hey, look, Squirrel, you're new. Glad for you to be around here. I hope that you get something out of the channel and enjoy the afternoon today. So we the Paisan, Turd Ferguson. The turd is back.
Yes.
Yes. The turd is here. John Wallace, hello from Albuquerque, coming in from Las Vegas for a license plate convention. I'll take the tour. A license plate convention? What is this guy? Do you work at the prison? Is he stamped the plates over there? A license plate convention? I've never even heard of such a thing. I thought I'd make those
Do they
in
still
the
make
jail.
prisons? Do they still make?
I'll tell you what they do in prisons out here. They cut the cards and they drill the decks. After the decks are used, they discard them. The casinos drill them, and they do that at the prison. Anyway, John Wallace, bring your friends with from the license plate convention. As long as they aren't wearing, yellow or orange jumpsuits, we'll be all right.
No, Bruce City, no is your answer.
Oh man, Greg Bradshaw, good to see you. Wolfman Mark, Chris Emerson, Bob Mandarino, Albert Taco owns several bathhouses. Thank you for that info, Bob Mandarino. We're going to get into the bathhouses here in just about another minute. Larry Lapper, what's the over under? What's the over-under on mispronunciations today, Adam? They call me the butcher for a reason, so we'll see. Don Ciccio Di Porzalo talking about, mispronunciations, Larry. There's one that's not that easy. Scott Ferguson, all you guys. Modesto Torres, how's it going? Another Leanne rolling along. Cypher from Fort Wayne. Hell yeah, that's where Carol Lombard's from, Fort Wayne, Indiana. She died in 1942. Philip Dilberg, Kenosha, Wisconsin. Good to have you in the house. Yeah, this guys are all here. Kiddo, Gabby Rodriguez.
Where's Dilberg at?
Philip Dilberg, Kenosha, Wisconsin. He's over there with that. What's his name?
I think I know one of his relatives, or I knew one of his relatives. We're in the Marine Corps together. He was from Wisconsin. His name was Dilberg.
Wow. Well, Philip, did you know Red? Possibly. Never
or
know.
Maybe it wasn't Philip. It must have been his father or somebody. How old is Philip?
Enough with the bathhouse shit. I'm running a business, not a Jack LaLanne.
Okay.
That's Tony Soprano. Thanks, James Marvin. I appreciate that little quote. Fits the day, very fitting. So, guys, hit the like button. Gregory Hart, you're not late. We're just getting this thing started. Big Tuna 815. Good to see you. Anything they can make a buck on is what they had their hands in. That's true. But the bathhouses run deeper than that. Get it? Run deeper, right? You didn't. Puns, I think, are the highest form of comedy. Really,
yeah.
Yes, yeah. So the bathhouses ran deep in Chicago. Let's open it with a pun. And
Douglas Shriver, he's down in Marion, Illinois, by the penitentiary there.
Marion Penitentiary. Philip wants to know: was it Carl Dilberg that you knew?
David
Dilberg. Sorry, Philip. It was a David Dilberg.
We were in the Marine Corps together.
Gabby Rodriguez, we're up to 80 in the chat. Hey, guys, hit the like button. Get this thing going. We are getting started, guys. If you just came in, it's good to have you with us. And bathhouses are for taking a shiv, right? Kissy cat. Come on. Bathhouses are for taking baths. Okay. So I want to say
in one of the movies, I forget which one it was. It showed it was New York. There was a bathhouse, and so that they murdered somebody in the bathhouse. The mob did. New York mob.
I've seen a lot of movies where people get murdered in a bathhouse or a shower, especially showers in prison. Some reason those where you get that's where you get the shivs, Kissy cat. Prison.
Unless you're like Jerry Scarpelli and you wind up with 3 plastic bags over your head, tied tight. Your legs are tied and your hands are tied behind your back, and it's called a suicide.
Yeah. And then you fell backwards on a knife 15 times. Cindy Workman. Hope you're doing well, darling.
Hi, Cindy. How you doing?
Tedford Von Patriot. What's going on, buddy? We didn't pass over a comment from you. There is no way. I looked back last week and we did. And I apologize because I did. I saw it when we went back. Tedford, I did. Look at this. Raiders, we're going to whip the Kissy Cats in Cincinnati. I missed one. My God, I'm sorry. I apologize. Tedford Von Patriot. Hey, Red, when we're doing the live, if you're happen to look in the comments, see right here on the side, that little next to Tedford Von Patriot, see that little symbol? That means that they're a member. If you see any of those, any members' comments, can you click on them in case I miss them, please?
Will do.
I feel like such a dick, Tedford. I'm so sorry. But hey, I apologize. Okay, so Gregory Hart, 3 rounds to the head can also be a suicide, even after a reload or 2. I guess
you're very true, Gary. Or Gregory, excuse me. Gregory Hart.
Wow. I think we got a Packers fan in the house, Timothy Foster. Greg Polly, it's good to see you. He said, thanks, Red, for getting me the book in less than a week and personally autographing it.
You're welcome, Greg. You're welcome,
Awesome.
Greg. Where were you located, Greg? What state? I forgot.
Okay, so let's jump into this, Red. I'm going to put this up, and I want to say special thanks out there to ForgottenChicago.com, because when I went and started doing a little research on this, and I went, well, like, what the hell are we going to be talking about today again? I mean, bathhouses, is this like the gay bathhouses in Chicago that are all there? Or is it actually, and it leads up to that, this kind of whole thing does. So, but it starts out way different.
I think the most important point to make is the bathhouses that we're going to review and talk about, they kind of dwindled because people used to put saunas in their own home where they could get steam or sauna in their own home. Right. They had steam rooms in their own home.
And baths in general into their houses, running water. Some people didn't even have running water when Chicago
back in those days, the cold water flats, there were walk-up cold water flats. That's where they're cold water flats. They didn't have hot water heaters.
Exactly.
Take a bath in the winter with no.
Exactly. Yeah. So in Chicago, they used to have laws that you couldn't even go bathe in the Chicago River or at Lake Michigan out there during the daytime. If you wanted to, you had to do it at nighttime because they didn't want people out there running around naked. So during the daytime, but so they started building these bathhouses. I guess one of the first one was on Chicago Avenue, and the kids would go down there, and not everybody knew how to swim. So there were a lot of accidents that occurred, and it was out by the lake. That's where people bathed. And we're talking like late 1800s here, guys. So, well, it's still, Little House on the Prairie damn near going on. You got to unmute yourself there, Red. There you go.
1886, 1887, 1888, all the way to 1897.
Right. And we're talking like a long, way, way, way back. So they had to start building bathhouses because people didn't have baths in their house. So you didn't run around being stinky. So Chicago.
They had deodorant then.
No, they didn't have deodorant. They didn't have a whole lot of things, okay? They didn't have sanitary wipes. They didn't have Gillette razors. They didn't have, I don't know what the hell they used back then, patchouli oil or something to smell good, or was that just
I have no idea. I can tell you this, as far as the razors go, that Gillette razor, the old screw kind where it screws in from the bottom and opens up, I think that was during the war. They invented that and they put it in with other people's gear in the military. But before that, it was straight razors. That was it, just straight razor, like a barber had.
Huh. And that's just what they used was a straight razor. There was a lot of things they didn't have, okay? And hygiene wasn't top on the list. There wasn't fluoride in toothpaste. There wasn't even toothpaste.
No.
There wasn't toothpaste. I know I remember that. Thanks, Big Tuna. That
salt or baking soda. Salt or baking soda. And then they used to use their finger with a washcloth. My mother told me about that. My mother told me about that. And you know something? She lived to be 97 years old and had her own teeth. That was 97 years old, didn't have dentures, nothing.
My busha, my grandma, as we call him in Polish, my busha she had a few teeth on the bottom and the front, okay, but the gums had receded, so they were, the teeth looked really long sticking up from the bottom, and she had dentures.
She didn't brush them off.
She had dentures on the top. Well, my dad told me when he was a kid, he was born in 41. And he said that just then they were teaching to start to brush your teeth. And my dad was like, you got to brush your teeth every day. You got to have, my mom and dad both, you got to make sure that, this is there's nothing like your own teeth is what they would tell me. So before their generation, it just wasn't, and then there's other problems too, dental diseases and whatnot that they weren't able to fix. So TC Flowers is a Polish surname. No, Fiatkowski would have been the name they came across the boat on, and then part of the family that was Italian went to Fiore, and the other was went to Flowers, and then part went to Quiet, KWIT. Okay, so So people weren't bathing. I mean, they didn't have a place to bathe, so they started these bathhouses. Now, we talked about the Luxor, the Division, and the Grand, and this whole idea, by the way, guys, was stemmed from a guy named Richard Faverty. He's a friend of mine out here in Vegas, fantastic photographer, and he called me and he listens to this Wednesday, and he'll listen to it if he misses it, and he kicks back in his office and he reminisces. And everything Red's talking about and remembers. And he said, how about the bathhouses? He called me and said, why don't you talk about those and how the mobsters used to hang out in them? So as we started to look into it, it got pretty dang interesting. So let me just throw this up here on the screen.
Also, I told Adam, Marshall Cafano used to talk about the bathhouse that he used to go to all the time. And that was in the days of Gussie Alex, all those other people back in that era, before he went out to Las Vegas. So that would have been the 50s or 40s.
Right. So, by the way, shout out to Forgotten Chicago. If you guys look in the link in the description on YouTube, you'll find this link to Forgotten Chicago about the public bathhouses. So I want to thank them though for putting all of this together, because I knew none of this.
It's very informative.
Yeah, I knew none of this. And when I started looking into it, I went, this is pretty damn interesting. There weren't just a couple of bathhouses, guys. The city was filled with them. And I'm gonna read a little bit about this and show you guys some of the graphs here, all right, and maps.
There goes Keith. I know somebody do it.
Keith. Johnny Russo opened the very first bathhouse in Chicago. I'm sure he did. But then again, he was a waiter at the Last Supper. So yeah. Chicago used to be a much dirtier place. This was especially true in the poor immigrant areas surrounding the Loop. As families who had, quote, made it, moved out into new areas in the edges of the city, they left behind neighborhoods where many households still lacked indoor plumbing and thus a place to bathe. The problem remained unsolved. Tedford Bond Patriot, thank you, brother. All good, Adam. Thank you so much. We love you and Allie and Red. Thanks for all you do. Red, did Tony ever go to those bathhouses? LOL.
I don't know for sure that he did, but I know Joey did. The one that's on North Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Joey went there. Sam Giancana went there. A lot of people went there. The old timers, they all went there.
Got it.
But they went there because there was a steam room and they couldn't be observed by Bill Romer with a bug. That place was never bugged. You know how you get a little moisture in your computer? Guess what? If you got in a bug.
Very, very difficult to bug a steam room with a microphone, and especially with the noise. You ever sit in a steam room and it's so loud when the steam's coming into you can't hear yourself think, let alone bug a room. So take a look at this chart, guys. Now, these are the public baths of 1918. Okay. And I'm just going to blow this map up as big as I can for you guys, because some of you I know are watching on small devices. So this will give you a good view of this. Okay. Bathhouses of Chicago 19. And that's Lake Michigan off to the right. Of course, you guys know what Chicago looks like. But the Fernard Henroten, which was on North Marshfield, the Kosciuszko on North Halsted, I believe, now Greenview.
That was the Greek baths.
The Greek baths.
I remember that house. It was torn down a long time ago.
DeWitt Craigler, which was on Cambridge. There was the Theodore Gurney, which was in West Chicago, 1141 West Chicago. The Lincoln Street bath, which was North Lincoln. Is that the one that we just looked at a picture of there a minute ago?
Yes,
it is, right?
You brought up something very important here.
Oh yeah, let's see.
In
They had
Bunkhouse Square. They had
by
one at Bunkhouse Square.
Square.
It was
Where was
old. I mean, very old. I don't know what happened to that one.
So no, I don't know where that. I haven't even seen a picture of, but this is the one on North Avenue, not the Lincoln Street bath. This is the one on North Avenue. I'm just gonna scroll down the list here. Yeah, it doesn't even show the North Avenue on here, but this is the one that we were talking about. So take a look on your screens, and that's the Turkish Russian baths. Right?
That's the one I remember.
Okay, so that's the one on North Avenue. Now, that's still there.
I thought it was on Chicago Avenue, but it turns out it's not. It's on North Avenue.
But you could get things confused, Red. You're trying to think back 50 years. I mean, that's I'm only 40. I'm 44. All right. You're trying to think back longer than I've even been alive. I have a hard time remembering 20 years ago, and you're trying to recall 50. I mean, that's so. Yeah. It's anyway. So these were where the baths were, and they and the guys used them for meetings. They used them to bathe, obviously.
Also to clean their pores out, just clean their pores out and then take a cold shower afterwards and close the pores in their body so their skin would breathe better.
Sure. Which, again, when I was growing up, and I remember, I mean, now, see, back then there weren't gyms, there weren't fitness centers, right?
No.
That wasn't even a thing yet. So when I grew up, the steam room, the sauna, the showers, anything that I went to, they were at the gym. In Calumet City, there was Quads Gym, but every one of the Bally's or the LA Fitness or I'm
going to say the YMCA's had them. The YMCA's had them. Back in the 50s, YMCA's had them.
See, again, that was still before,
Oh, yeah.
I never went to a YMCA. Not that I remember anyway, going to but there was always they were at the gym. Even nowadays in Vegas, LVAC has all the, big saunas, steam rooms and whatnot. And that's what you use. So
some of the big hotels have saunas in them.
Oh, the spas in town? Sure. No, all of them do. Yeah. All of them do. But look, I mean, here's a report on the health of Chicago for the year, right? Now, this is 1878 to 1895 that we're looking at here. And look, public baths. I mean, these people lined up, look on their hats, their suit jackets and everything. Take them all off, go in there and look at the people bottled up against the windows and, inside the place waiting to get in. Damn, just to go in there and take a shower, sit in a steam room for, 15 minutes. Or it was, look at this, it was down to the beach, then you're suiting everything and take it off and get in the water and wash and get back in. And, and even the high rises, damn, those look like, I mean,
they weren't that high in those days. There were only maybe 10 stories at the most.
Yeah, they don't look that high, right?
No.
Yeah, I count 12 stories. It's not much. Those were high rises back in Chicago in those days, though. All right, so it says even in this article here that the building code after the 20th century as it progressed.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan Brown, thank you very much. Late to the party. Thank you for getting back to me yesterday about sorry if the picture I sent you in Messenger. Man, that picture you sent me in Messenger, yeah, it scared me all right. I'm gonna put it up here a little bit later, Ryan. I forgot to grab it and put it up. So I'll grab it and show that because I want to know who it is in the picture next to Iupa. But thank you, Ryan, for chiming in. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you. All right. So but that's what the people did. They bathed in the thing. Now later in the 70s, why did all the public baths start closing? Because the last one closed in 79, Red. So explain this to everybody why that happened.
Well, I'm surmising. This is all a pure guess on my part, but it's a pretty good educated guess. Was that back in the 70s, they discovered people were getting sick and They didn't have a name for it, but it was AIDS. And it was connected to the bathhouses in California, in San Francisco. So they started closing them in Chicago. It was a health problem. And it was became a thing for gay people. The gay people go to the bathhouse because all the men take off their clothes. So you get a chance to look at other men, I guess,
Sure.
Which I would think is a popular gay thing.
So basically the AIDS epidemic broke out, or it's a pandemic actually. The AIDS pandemic broke out. Well, it's still going. It's still a pandemic. It's like a 35-year pandemic that it's been, or whatever, 40-year pandemic, 45-year. I don't know how long it's been going. It's like one of the, who knows, but it's a pandemic, I believe, is what I read it classified as. So the AIDS pandemic started, and that's what was it's all being transmitted around these places, shut them down. It's a public health hazard. And I believe back then the public bathhouses were run by the Chicago Park District.
Yes.
Chicago Park District ran all of them. And some of them even on the signs still say that. Larry Lapper, thank you very much. Red used to have the body of a damn Greek god, now has the body of a goddamn Greek. That was good. That's good. Ryan Brown, I'll pay for the therapy, Adam. Thanks. Now wait till you guys see this picture that he sent me, okay? Sent me this damn picture, and I went, what the hell is up with it? But maybe the reason I'm going to show it to you guys, and it's not on the subject of the bathhouses, other than the fact that maybe Joseph Ayupa used to go to the bathhouses.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure
he came out of the 42 gang, the Patch. They didn't have, they had to have went to the bathhouses. Where else would they have gotten clean? That was a poor neighborhood. So, okay, I'm going to put this up here. Give me just a moment. It
was only a dime to go in. In those days, it was only a dime. It was 10 cents to go take a bath,
All right, everybody, take a look at your screens. I'm going to put a picture up here of Joseph Ayupa on the right. Take a look on the left. If you can identify the gentleman on the left, which I'm almost 100% positive Frank Collada showed me this picture and told me who the other guy was. But take a look, guys. Tell me, just put it in the comments if you know the guy on the left. This is for Ryan Brown. Ryan sent this over to me and asked me about it in Facebook Messenger. So if any of you guys know it, please put the name on the side. So yeah, they were a big thing until the 70s. In the 70s, they started to wane, and less and less of the bathhouses in Chicago. And of course, they all started to become all gay hangouts. So eventually, they got shut down, and that's what it was, right? There was these Turkish and Russian bathhouses and everything that, right?
Mo says it's the Saint.
You know what? I think it is. I'm almost sure in Ciro. Yeah, I think that you're right, Mo. I think it is the Saint. That sure seems like it sure seems right to me. And I'm picturing another picture that Frank showed me of the Saint, and that's what he looks like. It might have been a little younger, the picture that I saw. Thank you, Don Ciccio, Deep Porzalo, Vincent and Ciro. Yes, that's who it. That's who it is. So there you go, Ryan Brown. And for the rest of you, if you look at Joey Ayupa, Ryan, you're paying for their therapy. He does not. I'll tell you what, Frank. When Frank Collada and I went through his pictures, and we sat there, I don't know, probably a dozen times that we sat there and would go through them, and he'd point out this one, and I'd make notes. And as we're going through them, then he would start saying to me, you name that one, name that one, name that one. And when I get one wrong, he would say to me, he'd say, damn it, why are we doing this? Sorry, Frank, let's go through it again. So you got to remember all of these, Anyway, Ryan says, thanks, everyone. So, Dennis Paulson, I'll agree with you. Yes, that looks like Henry Hill, kind of, in a way. I agree. There is a slight resemblance in the face to
not
Henry
the
Hill.
ears, not the ears.
No, not the ears, but the face. There is a slight resemblance. Okay, and And if Henry had a little more hair and a little darker, it may be him. So Jim Magnifici, when did Soap on a Rope come out? I don't know.
I remember that in the 1971, 1972. I remember Soap on a Rope.
72.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this, Jim.
I thought it was the neatest thing too, because you could hang it on the shower head, and when you went, it was neat at the time.
I'll tell you what, Jim. That Soap on a Rope, whoever invented it, I guarantee you it saved his ass at least a couple times. Well, Red got that one. I'll be damned. Mark it down on the calendar. Iupa looks like a mean bastard. He sure does. I wouldn't want to,
I don't think there's a picture of him really smiling ear to ear, even when he was fishing or when he was hunting. He never had a big smile on his face. The guy didn't smile.
No, he doesn't look like he's not had to be that happy of a guy. Probably not. Okay, so Red, where do you want to go from here?
Oh, I want to say hi to Leanne. Rolling along.
Leanne, everybody's laughing at that damn joke now. It saved his ass. Oh my God.
Looks like Marilyn's brother. Okay.
Right? Could be. Who knows?
I would say the emphasis of the subject, the bathhouses with the mob, the connection to the mob is they used them for a covert place to meet.
Okay, so they used it.
Families. It wasn't their houses. It wasn't at a restaurant where somebody could hear. It'd be in a private little cubicle.
John
like
Frank,
25 by 25 or something like that.
John Frank, what's so weird about taking a bath in your house? You must have just tuned in. Hit the like button. I'm sure you haven't yet, John. And the reason is because they didn't have baths in their houses in the early 1900s. They did what they called.
Doesn't know that.
But that's what I'm saying. He's just tuned in. Sponge bath. You know what I mean? So that's what they did. They took a bath by their kitchen sink, and that's how they used to clean themselves. So
Kissy Cat's got a good comment here.
Like Sopranos, it was hard to bug those places. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And Red, you know all about bugging places.
I certainly do.
So, SS, let me take a look. I missed a comment from you. I'm gonna have to look back. I'm really sorry. SS, where are you on here? Man, look at dude. Does Red remember the Bughouse Square? I asked that though for you.
Yes. I made a comment on it, guy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I thought we read that. So I didn't. Why do I ignore your question? I don't know. I can't find your question.
I commented on that. I'm sorry, Adam.
Richard P. Bird bath. Exactly. That's what they call it, a bird bath. So, yeah. Oh my God. You're right, Carl Foster. I think that Iupa and Red could be Bopsy twins right now. All wearing the same damn shirt.
Oh, come on. I smile more than that.
Oh, man. Joey Glimko used to use the bathhouse to meet with Hoffa to get the Teamsters with the cabs.
That's a fact. That's
interesting. Thank Arlick Goth. Arlick Goth, that's thanks for chiming in with that. Yeah. So AMC Shaw, what's the address of one of those places? Well, we showed here earlier. I'll put it back.
The one on North Avenue.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Actually, if you look that up under, what's it under, Adam?
This is under Forgotten Chicago, and if you guys are just tuning in, go ahead and look down in the link descriptions on YouTube. You can click on the link. You can pull up ForgottenChicago.com. Guys, these guys have
all the addresses. Most of them are gone.
They've got a plethora of information. Yeah, I mean they're all over the place. South Paulina, South Union, 1217 South Union, 1849 South Thrope, the Simon Birch, Barish was West Cullerton, 1911 West Cullerton, Kedzie Avenue, Bath, 2401 South Kedzie. They were all over the place. 2838 South Halsted. So
thank goodness they were. People needed to take baths.
Exactly. So, sorry, SS, we that we didn't comment it. I hope we read it though, and got that out there. Rest in peace, Frankie. Thanks for that, Tedford. Brady Brapples. There's a Russian bathhouse on Cicero Avenue, and that's popular with the Russian Ukraine mob. Is it still there operating
That's
right
the
now?
one. That's the one I was talking about. Ukrainian village.
But it's still running.
Well, maybe a new one, but it's in a Ukrainian village.
Gotcha. Charles Comer, I'll read this. Hi, Adam and Red. Patrick Bet David, that's a Valuetainment, mentioned Frank Collada recently, saying Frank was a mobster that was intimidating. Thought everyone would like to know that about what was said about Frank. Well, thanks for sharing that, Charles. I know Patrick puts up a lot of content, a lot of videos, and it's hard. It'd be difficult to watch all of them. But thanks for sharing that. Anytime you guys hear stuff mentioned about the channel, please let us know, because we don't always see all of that. And so thank you. Street stories. Oh, great. Thank you very much, Anthony. You're gonna make me say it again and butcher it. Barak is a Hebrew. It's got to be Barak. Is Hebrew for blessing. Baruch. So Chicago Sweat Lodge, Brady Apples.
Yes.
Chicago Sweat Lodge. What about it, Red?
I remember it. I remember people talking about it. That's the place I told you about where you go in and steam everything out, the Sweat Lodge.
I gotcha. So it was just a steam room.
Kind of a major steam room and a shower where you could, close your pores afterwards.
Yeah.
You close your pores and everything. Cold water.
RV Doc. My great grandmother lived above an old bank. There were like 10 apartments upstairs and only one bathroom that everyone used. And that's what it was like. It was a common room at the end of the hallway. And there was a bucket of water. And if you wanted to take a bath and soak in it, you could, and if it was at a hotel, it'd cost you a nickel and maybe 6 people soaked in it before you. But if you wanted fresh water, it was a quarter. You gave the guy at the front desk a quarter and they'd haul the water upstairs and fill the bucket up for you with the fresh water. So yeah, it was so different back then. But that's funny, RV Doc, that your grandma lived above an old bank. I mean, once I lived above a bank and I was able to say that my assets over $1 million. My assets over $1 million. Oh my God. Oh my God. It just doesn't get any worse than that. Did Capone own any of these bathhouses?
No, but he frequented them. He frequented them. He used to go there and have meetings there back in the old days.
All these guys. Now, it wasn't just in Chicago, I'm guessing, too. I'm guessing that
New York, Chicago,
Cleveland, Kansas City.
Detroit was big on it because it was cold up there. Ryan Brown.
Hey, Ryan. Adam, the other fight Frank got involved with was Joe Andriacchi because Mike Switek had a big mouth. Frank wanted to whack him. Joe Gaggs said no. I think you're right, Brian. It was Louis Ebele was the one fight, and the other one, I think you're right, was Andriacchi. I'm almost positive you're right about that.
You are right, Brian.
Cold plunge to close your pores. Dennis Paulson, you're right. Now, Red and I were just talking about that. When I used to go to Quad's Gym in Cal City, they had the steam room, and you'd sit in there and get all hot, and pores would open, and then we'd run into the showers, cold showers. Oh, it felt so good. I mean, even today, I got a hot tub, and I'll sit in the hot tub and get it up to 105, 106 degrees. Seriously, it gets super. You sit there, it gets almost to the point where and then jump out and jump in the pool, cold water, and just feels great. Feels really good. So, but that's what it does. It closes your pores back up.
Hey, Michael. Better late than never.
Kissy Cat, a magician and a comedian. Wow. Thanks, Kissy Cat. So, Michael Graham, glad that you're here. And yes, better late than never. It's all good though. You're here. So that's what's important. So back to the baths. Everybody needs to take a bath. So, you got to have bathhouses. You got to have all that. But let me share this because I know this is some of you are starting to think, and it's going to come up, and we're going to hear about it. So let's just go ahead and share this now from the Chicago Tribune. This is an article about man's country. Man's country. Now, this is what happened. These bathhouses all changed through the years, and they ended up becoming like a gay hangout. And here is share. There we go. I already am. Just put it up there. There you go. Man's country. Oldest gay bathhouse closing after 44 years. Let me just scroll down, and they talk about the LGBTQ community and this and that. But then came AIDS.
Fact, that building used to be the Swedish baths. Way back in the 40s, 50s. That building used to be the Swedish baths.
I don't see a
it was
picture
up
of
in
this.
Andersonville.
Interesting. So that's what it was, though, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so it says the AIDS crisis came in the early 80s. Man's country, like bathhouses across the country, were hit hard. So it wasn't just Chicago, it wasn't just you, it was across the country. A 1986 Chicago Tribune story, quote, AIDS turns gays from bathhouses, end quote. Noted attendance at a man's country averaged 600 people, whereas 2 years before, more than 2,000 men would arrive on a Saturday night. Business overall was down 50% from the pre-AIDS era, according to the report. So this was the beginning of the end, or the end of the end, let's just say.
Well, they didn't have a name for AIDS. In the beginning, they didn't have a name for it. It was called the gay plague. But later on, they developed a name and called it AIDS. And I laugh so much because when they did call it AIDS, there used to be a dietetic pill that you take. And the name of it was AIDS. AIDS for diets, right? Well, they put them right out of business.
God.
That's the truth.
That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought Corona beer was going to go out of business at the beginning of 2020. That didn't happen.
No.
I don't like Corona anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sounds like bathhouse scene in Midnight Express. Larry Lapper. I don't know the bathhouse scene in Midnight Express.
It's not good. It's not good. It takes place in Turkey in a Turkish prison.
Blue Marlin saying that the dietary thing was AIDS, AIDS.
Blue Marlin, you may be correct. My memory may be off but I know it. When you said it, it was AYD or AIDS. It sounded like them, so they went out of business.
Oh my gosh! Remember Rolaids?
Yes,
big tuna
or stomach acid.
Yes, of course, right? A kissy cat, a little chocolate piece of diet candy was AIDS name. Oh, AYDS candy. It was a little square piece of caramel. Trail Dusty said, I don't know. Are you serious? What is this stuff? What is it?
It was supposed to be a dietetic pill. It was supposed to be to help you not eat as much. So you took an aid and it helped you lose weight.
Oh my gosh. You're kidding me, right?
No.
Wow. This really is. It's a real thing. AIDS candy. There it is. Reducing plan, vitamin and mineral candy, AIDS. Gotcha.
It's not a Y in there. It's AIDS, isn't it?
No, it's AYDS, AIDS, AYDS.
Sorry.
Plan. Yeah, reducing plan candy.
And you're right, Michael. Where is he at?
Oh my God, let's get back to the bathhouses. Yeah, let's get back to the bathhouses. So, bathing technology that was changed, the dirt on the clean, a dubious social propriety. Running water did not exist. Bathing facilities were limited to wealthy private homes. In the summer, it was possible to bathe in Lake Michigan, but what about the winter? What are you going to do? Boil the water? And, it's crazy.
Even in the summertime, I was never in Lake Michigan unless it was 60 degrees, even in the summertime. That water was cold.
Oh man, you couldn't go swimming in Lake Michigan in the sun. Even in the summer, it was still cold. It was still like 65, 70 degrees or whatever. It wasn't maybe not 65. It was probably 70, 75, but it wasn't like, 78, 80, nice.
Maybe it's your
cool
section of
water.
town, but where I lived up by North Avenue, it was or Oak Street in that area. It was always like 60 degrees. The water was really cold. Maybe 62, 63 at the most.
Jacob O'Brien, Red Wemette seems like a real expert on bathhouses. I don't know, you know a lot about showering.
Adam helped me by digging up these articles.
Of course, yeah. What the hell? I mean, you have to JW, feel terrible for anyone who was a custodian at a bathhouse. Let me tell you something, JW. Cleaning bathrooms isn't all that bad. I cleaned bathrooms before. I had to clean toilets and urinals, and you bartend, you have to clean the bathroom, middle of the night shift.
When I had partners that didn't want to clean it, instead of hiring somebody, I did it myself. New member.
Hey, John Biker. Thanks for joining the channel, buddy. Welcome aboard. Check out the content, the extra content that you can access now. There's a video. Yeah, there's a video. There's a few cool videos. All right, then check them out. They're only for members, so be sure to look at that content, John.
I like this comment here.
Gregory Hart, do people enter the gay bathhouse by the back door? Every time they enter through the back.
It didn't go over my head.
Red, it went right over your head again. You guys think that cleaning bathrooms are bad. Red had an adult bookstore, and he had a peep show booths, and Red had to clean the peep show booths. Imagine that.
Now, down with a hose and bleach.
And then after Red was done hosing it all down, he stood at the counter when people were leaving, and he would hand them out little handy wipes. He would say, "Thank you, come again. Thank you, come again." That's what Red did. Red didn't clean up after peep shows. Well, no, he says that he did. He just has to throw bleach and all that crap in there. But that's way off that's way off subject, guys. It's like we're in disgusting land right now.
Yes.
Washing the towels is a messy part. I'm sure they just had industrial
Actually,
machines.
they didn't back then.
They didn't have big
they had
laundry.
A big vat, and they had like a paddle from a boat, like a canoe paddle, and they used to wash them in there and flush it out, and then they ran them through the ringer like we saw in Joey Lombardo's apartment. They ran it through the ringer and then hung them out to dry.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's something you got to sanitize. You got to bleach. It's like,
they had bleach then.
Okay. This article's misleading. The gay bathhouses were no more than mere sex gay clubs under the bathhouse name. Real Russian and Turkish baths were never that.
He's correct. He's absolutely correct.
So let me ask this again. So this North Avenue bathhouse, all right, we're talking about this one right here, okay?
Right.
This is a Turkish-Russian bath. Michael Graham, Turkish-Russian bath. Red, this was a gay bathhouse at one point.
Was maybe towards
the
beginning.
I'm asking, like, before this shut down in the 70s, did it morph into that type of joint? Or was it still just a bathhouse?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well,
I know there were other gay bathhouses, but I don't know what the names of them were or where they were. But I knew about only one or two that I discussed with you, Adam, that were available, like this one here, back in the early 70s that I knew about. And Marshall Cafano told me about them.
Gotcha. We used to take baths in the fire hydrants in the summer. LOL.
That a lot of people did in Chicago.
Now I've seen plenty of movies where the kids are out there in the summertime taking, running through the sprinklers, not the sprinklers, the fire hydrants, having them turned on, and That was a thing, though, huh? People, I mean, they didn't take their baths out there. That was for the
No, but
kids.
the firemen used to come out, turn it on for the kids so they could cool off in the summertime. And it was really neat when they came out. Firemen would come out with a truck and they'd take the tool and open it up, and the kids would just love it.
Yeah.
I know. I was one of the kids.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I remember running through the sprinkler when I was a kid. You know what was big when I was a kid? Slip and slide. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I bet you that.
That came out in the
80s?
70s.
80s?
No, late
70s?
Yeah, about 78, something like that.
Yeah. So
people were buying them, putting them on their front lawns or backyards or whatever, and just running the water down them and slipping and sliding.
Okay, that North Avenue bathhouse and the bathhouse at the 1800 block of Division Street were never gay bathhouses.
That's what I assumed. I assumed it, Michael.
Okay, Mike. So that's coming from Michael Graham. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. So that's yeah. So okay, that clears that up. They can morph. We had gay bathhouses in Milwaukee in the 90s. Bruce City is saying that was what went on with the bathhouses in Milwaukee. So Red mentioned Bill Romer earlier. Gus Alex hated Romer because some of the things he wrote about him. I think we've talked about that in the past. There's a scene in The Bronx Tale with a fire hydrant spray.
Yes, there is. And there's not only one in there, there's one in The Godfather where Sonny goes over and beats Carlo.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Russo. And he beats him up you can see the kids in the background. They're taking in front of a fire hydrant. They're getting out what?
Yeah, exactly.
Try to stay cool.
Kissy Cat. Adam's my age. Whammo made slip and slide. Yeah, Whammo. I'll bet you Whammo paid out a hell of a lot in lawsuits from people, cutting themselves up, putting it on a grass that had a glass or something.
A lot of that.
You know what I mean?
Rocks.
Oh, there wasn't a warning on the box that said, they're going to make sure it's not on rocks and glass. I'll bet you anything. John Biker, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate that contribution. I think we're gonna have to put a PayPal or a Payoneer when you guys want to do this and support the channel, because YouTube takes a giant percentage of that. But I do appreciate you, John. Thank you very much. Put a bottle of ivory dish soap down a hydrant. It's awesome. Bubbles for miles. Down a hydrant, man. That sounds great.
I saw people do that.
Oh, I bet. RV Doc. Is that bathhouse in Gaytown? Is that bathhouse in Gaytown North Side? Believe I was driving through Gay, not knowing. I stop at a stoplight, and to the right there's a store called Gay Mart.
I don't know. Never heard of
I have no idea. The RV Doc. I don't know, man, but I've never been in that. I mean, is this recent? North, I have no clue.
If it's recent, it's probably gay.
Big Tuna. Have any of you guys watched the movie Sugar Time? It's about Sam Giancana and Phyllis McGuire.
Yes.
I have not. Have you?
I watched it several times and I liked it.
Really?
I really did.
All right, so we're gonna have to check this out. Sam Giancana and Phyllis. Oh, cool. Thank you very much for that recommendation, Big Tuna. You guys are awesome in your movie recommendations. I watched Once Upon a Time in America for the first time because of you guys. That's like the best damn movie ever.
I liked it. It came out the same time The Godfather came out. And nobody watched it as much as they watched The Godfather.
I never heard about it until you guys told me. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check it out. Can you guys do an episode on the mobbed up laborers union and McCormick Convention Center?
Didn't we talk about that once?
We've touched on it. We didn't
go into depth about Jimmy Kozo. I know about Jimmy Kozo and the Teamsters and everything else. Unions. And all the guys that work, bricklayers, whatever, they work through different unions.
Yeah, that was all under their control. Wasn't it? Yeah. No, that sounds like a great idea. Ulrich Goth. We could definitely touch on one of those and do that. They had a banana.
P Dog wants to know who was gay in the outfit. I have no idea. Whoever they were, they didn't talk about it.
Who was gay in the outfit? Michael Graham, in order to be in business without police and city interference, gay clubs in Boys Town, Belmont, and Halsted area just called themselves a bathhouse. Oh, okay. So gotcha, Michael Graham. That makes sense. So for them to be a legitimate business and not a sex club, they just called themselves bathhouses.
Oh, that's like their gay bars. They were just taverns. They were bars.
Street stories. There you go. So thanks, Anthony. Gay Mart's on Addison and Halsted. For anybody who's interested.
That sounds like it's recent. Addison and Halsted, yeah.
Who's going to go check out the Gay Mart? If you want to go to Gay Mart, I'm sure you can get a lot of rainbow paraphernalia.
Old Barn.
Mm-hmm. Spirit of Justice, starring John Turturro as Sam Giancana. Everybody's saying this movie's good in the comments. I've seen Sugar Time. It was good.
It was good.
I'm gonna have to check it out. So Gregory Hart, Once Upon a Time in America. See the long version, about 4 hours. That's the one I watched. It was 4 hours.
That's what I watched too. I've never seen the short version.
Best of Sergio Leone. I haven't seen. All I saw was that big one. So Ryan Brown, Adam, there was an adult video, toys, and peep show. One night, a guy burned it down because he didn't want the temptation. Somebody burned down a peep show place. You ever hear about that one, Red?
No, and I would have heard.
Somebody getting torched. So Old Barn Shop, they sell fudge at Gay Mart. That's interesting. Adam, I think that it was around 2000, around the time the gay parade started. And yes, there was a store called Gay Mart. Interesting, guys. So yeah, I bet Mad Sam was one who would give the stick to a hapless victim. I have no idea what you mean by that, John O. So anyway, hey, there was a place called the Manhole on Halsted near Broadway when I lived in the area around 2000. Hey, I remember, listen, guys, I worked at a restaurant on Clark and Belmont. It was called Fly Me to the Moon, and it was right there in Boys Town. I used to have to park at the south end. There was never parking around that restaurant. I used to have to walk 2 or 3 blocks to get there once I got downtown. But I remember walking past that Manhole place and thinking to myself, well, it's got to be a gay bar. And what other kind of name is that, you know?
I'm getting a kick out of this. Everybody's asking sex questions now. We brought up.
Well, this is the Dr. Ruth show. Suddenly, you see. Lamore's bookstore is still across from the Admiral.
The answer is no, Larry.
So, Larry, Red, do you know if any of the outfit guys were sleeping with another guy's wife besides Tony and Lefty's wife? Well,
yeah. Marshall Cavano's wife.
Okay.
Was sleeping with Sam Giancana.
Marshall Cavano's wife was sleeping with Sam Giancana?
Darlene.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Marshall always said that was his ticket. That was his ticket. He was glad because that was his ticket to have anything he wanted when he came back to Chicago. What he failed to realize was that Sam Giancana was going to be exiled, so he was in prison then. Marshall.
Michael Graham, a Chicago copper I worked with who was mob connected and fired by the police was given a, quote, no-show job as a McCormick Place carpenter.
Yes.
Oh, you mean a no-show job, meaning you didn't have to show up, you just got paid?
Yes.
Oh, why can't I get one of those jobs?
That's what everybody was saying.
Why can't I get one of those jobs? I want to just get paid and not show up. Damn. Every time I got to get paid, I got to suit up and show up. I mean, maybe
Charles Lloyd, did
I
know Punchy Matassa? Yes, I did.
Punchy Matassa, Charles Lloyd. Oh,
that's Johnny
knew, you knew him.
Yes, I did. He knew me too.
I can't say I've ever met him. Can't say I haven't. Can't say I have either.
Punchy?
Yeah, I've never. Yeah.
He was part of the Rush Street crew. Part of the Rush Street crew. Actually, he was related to Mike Galita. Is Mike Galita's nephew, I think.
Hey, Big Tuna, he didn't give me one of those jobs. They did it for health insurance. Alaric Goth. Well, yeah, everybody wants to have the health insurance. You get a city job, you get a federal job, you get any, you're going to get your insurance going and all that. Hey, guys, we're almost
your pension. You're going to get your pension later.
And your pension. So that's right. So Sal Catadella read. Sal Caladetta. I don't know what that's. I don't know what you're saying, Tony.
Say either.
Sammy Cards. He's saying Sammy Cards. I don't know who Sammy Cards is.
I don't either.
Fireplug Glitta. I have no idea. Hey,
that's
guys.
That's Mike Glitta. That's Mike Glitta. They call him Fireplug Glitta.
Oh, okay.
He used to light places on fire all the time.
Oh.
Back in the 40s or 30s.
Pyromaniac.
Really.
Yeah.
Genuine.
So Camille Tapia. That's why I brought this Man's Country up on the screen here, and we were showing this earlier about Man's Country being shut down because you ever hear of Rahm Emanuel and Barack Obama? Exactly.
Who hasn't heard of them? Who hasn't heard of them?
Have you guys ever heard of Rahm Emanuel?
Yes, he was the mayor of Chicago.
Oh, I thought that was
and a close friend of Barack Obama's.
Actually, kind of looks like a slow. Damn it! I just lost my thought. Anyway, yeah. So, guys, we're almost done here today. It's so good, you guys hanging out. I mean, all of you guys have. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Do it for me. Do it for Red. Do it for yourself. It'll make you feel good about you if you hit the like button, won't it? And if you haven't hit the prescribe, hit the prescribe, and join the channel. It's really cool because every week, you guys, when we first started doing these lives a year ago, every time I went live, I fretted it because we would lose people. All the time, people would drop off the channel. It was like every video I put up, I'm like, well, lost another 12, 15 people, right? Now we're actually gaining people. Some people you're watching going, fuck this, and you guys are clicking off and answer. That's cool. We'll see you later. We don't want to. I mean, if you guys don't want to watch, don't watch, obviously. And you don't want YouTube to show you.
I don't go where I'm not wanted. I don't know go where I'm not wanted. So if you guys don't want to go,
no. It's not that you're not wanted. Everybody's wanted here, okay? But if you don't want to watch us, don't unsubscribe. That's what I meant. But if you guys are.
You're so
Polish. I'm so Polish.
Listen back to what I just said. Listen back to what I just said. I said, I can't remember what I said. That's bad.
You're so freaking Irish. He's so Irish, this guy. I'm Polish. You know what, though? I could tell Polak jokes, and I could say that kind of thing because I'm racist.
No, you're not.
I'm kidding. I'm Polish. It's a joke. Christ's sakes. What's the matter with you guys? What ties does Frank the German have to Kentucky? I don't know. It's where he got his lederhosen. What the hell kind of question is this? Ties to Kentucky. I'm sorry.
They're getting weird.
All right, guys. We got to wrap it up today. What do you want to hear about next week? Throw it in the comments. Adam Barnyard wants to know about a show about gambling in Chicago. Red played a lot of pool. He should know about these places.
I did. I played the Green Mill Lounge.
I've seen this a lot. Comment. Lamore's bookstore is now called Lover's Playground. Philip Holt Jr. put this up a couple of times. Lamore's bookstore. I don't know where Lamore's bookstore was. I don't know. So anyway, so you want to do a show about gambling? Anybody else have any ideas?
There's a lot about gambling. Well, along with gambling came loan sharking and a lot of other things. I mean, that goes way back.
Hyman Larner,
Tony Accardo when he was a kid, and also Joey Lombardo and what's his name? Tony. They used to play dice. They crap games. Goes all the way back to when they were kids.
Okay, so it's across from the Admiral. So yeah, across from the Theater. The Admiral Theater. I guess this is called.
Okay.
It's called Lover's Playground now. So Kissy Cat. Adam, I had a crush on Bobby Vinton. He was Polish.
A lot of people did.
You know, Kissy Cat, not only are we the same age, but I'm Polish too. Allie's going to fucking kill me, man.
I was just going to say, Adam, you're a married man. Take it easy now.
Pool halls would be a great subject. How much money was being lost and won? Interesting. Yeah. Show on what politicians were on the take. Would be Traveling Salvation. I like that. That's a nice name. Traveling Salvation. How about Kansas City Card Company, where they sold loaded dice, marked cards,
Yes.
contact lenses?
Yes.
I don't know. Gambling in Chicago. This seems to be kind of an interesting subject.
I think so too.
I'd love a
They
show
start
on the
like-
labor's union and the outfit. Okay. Labor's union. Well,
I take it the guys, our viewers or your viewers, they didn't like the bathhouse. These are good subjects to go to in the future.
it's our viewers. I mean, today everybody's here because it's our viewers. I mean, Kissy Cat. Adam is so cute and funny. Well, thank you, Kissy Cat. I'm sure you are too.
She's a sweetheart.
Ryan Brown. I could tell wheelchair jokes because I'm in one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan. I apologize. I don't apologize, but I mean, I'm sorry that's. Were there any people in witness protection discovered in Chicago? Gregory Hart wants to do one on that.
No. Nobody was discovered in witness protection ever. They broke witness protection. That's like Frank Collada. He broke witness protection, but he was not discovered. Nobody's ever been actually found in witness protection. When they tell you someone's in witness protection, you're never going to find them.
No?
That's it. No, they moved them to some remote place. Like Frank went to Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
A lot of people went up from Chicago. They went up to Boise, Idaho. They moved them all the way in the middle of nowhere.
Wow. I mean, back then there wasn't Facebook.
Like the movie My Blue Heaven, where they all saw each other and said, "Oh yeah, I know you. I know you."
Like My Blue Heaven, yeah, it was a funny one.
But Steve Martin,
yeah. Why do you have a whole trunk load of the books? Well, maybe I wanted to read it more than once.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the best scene. Show about ways the outfit disposed of bodies. A show about the ways the outfit.
We can't show. We can talk about it, but we can't.
We could. No, they want to show about it. They want us to do a show about it. Is what
okay.
I'm saying. Not show, because I mean, obviously, I'm not
That's
getting into any
like things like a cement overcoat or cement shoes, or going out on the lake and not coming back, or like going to the Metropolitan Sanitary District in a bag and never coming back.
Right.
There's so many ways that bodies were disposed of.
Right. And Camilo Tapia, Chicago Police Department, we serve and collect.
Yeah. They don't even serve.
Right. How about the story about the Big Tuna murders or the Chop Shop murders? We did one on Chop Shops. We did a whole episode on Chop. We could visit it again and do it again. I mean, how about a story on the Big Tuna murders or the Chop Shop murders? We could do that. Chop Shop
murders really include Jimmy Coutura and also Billy Dauber. Billy Dauber survived Coutura and went on to work with the boss of Sam Carlisi.
Oh, okay.
He went on to the Heights, Chicago Heights.
Right.
He survived.
Hey, Red, let's wrap it up. We're way over time. I apologize to interrupt, but we're way over. Do you want to do a little follow-up show for a bit, Red, on your channel?
I don't know how to.
Yeah, we'll go. I'll tell you what, we'll be over there on Red's channel in a few minutes, guys. It was awesome. Thank you guys for coming along. I don't want to drag this out all too long. You want to keep watching, then go over to Red's channel. I'll be over there with Red for a few minutes after this. So jump over there if you guys want to talk some more to Red and ask some more questions. All right, guys?
See you
What do
there.
you say, Red? We out?
Over and out.